Good morning, team. Lovely to see you to our first chair yoga class. So, welcome, those of you who are joining me live this morning, and those of you who are enjoying it with the recording. I hope that you enjoy. Give me any feedback afterwards. And as I say to everyone, if you haven't practiced with me before, my name is Helen. Lovely to see you. And do as much or as little as you wish this morning. So, depending on how you're feeling, how your energy is, any aches or pains, just listen to your body and really allow this practice to meet you where you are today. So, it's just before Easter. I know because I've struggled to get home this morning, battling with all the cards, going to Waitrose because those supermarkets are going to be closed for one day, for goodness sake. But it is a bank holiday weekend, and it's a bank holiday weekend where lots of people just enjoy the opportunity to have a break from routine. Maybe they're having a restful weekend, hosting family and friends. Maybe they're going away for a bit of a break. So I thought we'd take that theme into our practice today and find a little bit of calm in amongst all of the busyness that normally surrounds our everyday lives. So all you need for today is a sturdy chair. If you want to have a block underneath your feet to help lift your knees up so they're level with your hips, feel free. You can have a little book or something underneath your feet, that's fine. And equally, if you've got a yoga ball, put one there. If you've got a little ball like this, or a cushion, or a pillow, you can always pop that behind your back. And all that does is it helps lift and open the chest and keep your spine nice and upright throughout the practice. So if you've got any of those toys around you, feel free to use them. If not, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So hands resting on the legs this morning. You can have your palms facing down. You can have your palms facing up. And we'll just drop the chin down towards the chest, closing down the eyes if that's comfortable, or just softening the gaze to the floor in front. And as we head towards this bank holiday weekend, I just thought I'd start with these words that maybe you can carry forwards with you into this peaceful weekend ahead of us. Sometimes all we need is a small clearing, a moment of quiet where the day's noise loosens its hold. Remember how it feels to simply be, separated from urgency, free to wander through our own thoughts without alarm. Here, the mind exhales. What was too messy to see begins to align. Clarity arises. From such small offerings, a gentle order takes shape. Chaos untangles. Rest becomes teacher. And we return to ourselves, open, steady, and at peace. And I thought those were lovely words to start our practice today, because that's what yoga of any shape or form, be it on a chair, be it on a mat, is all about. It's about finding peace, carving out those restful moments in amongst the busyness and the noise. So allowing a moment for the body to settle, the mind to begin to quieten down. Just turn your gaze inwards now, so you're beginning to consider your breath this morning. Just notice where you're feeling your breath. Maybe it's more in your chest, particularly if you've had a busy start to the day. Sometimes when we're busy or anxious, our breath kind of gets stuck in our chest. So just see if you can encourage the breath now to travel down into those lowermost lobes of your lungs, filling the belly and the chest with every inhale. And as you exhale, use that as an opportunity to release any tension or tightness around your shoulders, into your neck, your jaw. Feel that softening of your face as we embrace this moment of quietude and calm. Really allowing that feeling of quietude and calm to just run through your practice today, and maybe even take that forwards with you into the rest of your day, the rest of this bank holiday weekend. So with the chin dropping down, down, down towards the chest, let's start this morning just by rolling the head very gently from side to side, loosening off into the neck and just beginning to feel your way into any little pockets of tension that you might have in the neck and the shoulders. It's beginning to explore how the body is actually feeling today. And sometimes when we carry tension in our body, we get so used to it being there. It's only when we stop and do something like our yoga that we can actually become aware of where we carry those passports of tension. Let's bring the chin down towards the chest, release the hands down by the side of the body, and let's lift the chest, lift the chin, bringing the head up. We're going to start with that right shoulder, and all we're going to do is start to roll the shoulder forwards and up, and then a big circle back and down. So just moving into that right shoulder, circling, just seeing how that feels. And it has been a little chillier in the morning of late, so shoulders might have unfortunately crept back up around your ears. Let's do one more circle that way, and then we'll change direction. So we're going to bring the arm the other way. Just noticing how that change of direction feels on that right shoulder. Be a little stiff and creaky this morning. Mine certainly is. And then we'll try it on the other side. So left shoulder rolls forwards and up. And as big a movement back and down as feels right for you. So again, you're just kind of moving into the upper body, mobilizing into the shoulders, seeing how that feels this morning. Maybe one side feels a little tighter than the other. Maybe the side you write with, side we're more dominant with. Let's change direction. So you're going to circle that shoulder forwards now. It might feel a little strange moving in that direction. Lovely. And then release. Let's bring the right hand onto your right shoulder. Bigger movements now. So moving with the elbow. And start to roll the elbow forwards and up. And then back and down. Oh, I can feel some clicks and crunches in that one already. So you can stay here with the hand on the shoulder. So that's going to be a little easier on the joint. If you want to start making the movement bigger, we start to circle the whole arm, maybe drawing the arm a little further back behind you as you open up through the chest. Yeah, that should feel quite nice. Let's do one more in that direction. Then again, we'll change direction. So seeing how that feels, coming round the opposite way. Again, you can keep the hand on the shoulder throughout if the shoulder joint really doesn't like that bigger movement with the whole arm. Let's do one more. And then back to center. And then we'll swap sides. So we'll start with the hand on the shoulder so we can start just by moving the elbow round in one direction, drawing the elbow back. And then again, if you want to make that movement bigger, the whole arm starts to circle. Oh, I'm warming up already, team. You keep going. I'm just taking off a layer. It's nippy this morning. Let's do one more that way. And then we'll change direction. So we're going to come all the way around the opposite way. And warming up through the shoulders. Beautiful. Then coming all the way back to stillness. Bringing the hands together at the heart. Going to press the palms together. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, look over your right shoulder. Keep the thumbs connected to your chest. Back to center, and then we'll look over the opposite shoulder. So still focusing on the upper body to start with, coming back to center. Dropping the chin down, 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 opening up some space, back of the neck, back to center. This time the throat, as you gently take the gaze and maybe the chin up. Come back to center. Let's look over the left shoulder. Keep pressing those palms together, thumbs to heart center, back to center. Over the right, trying not to drop your chin, back to center. I'm going to drop the gaze down. Coming all the way back and open the throat as we look. Lovely. Back to center, interlace the hands. Have a big stretch up towards the ceiling. Maybe a little wiggle through the sides of the body, then separate the hands and just circle the wrists as you come all the way back down, like little flamenco hands there. And then bring the hands back to the heart. We're going to add on. So this time, as you look to the right, you're going to push the arms to the left. Really press, press, press through the palms and back to center. And then as we look over to the left, we push, push, push the hands over to the right, come back to center. Let's do one more each way. So a little pressing of the palms together. So beginning to wake up those muscles across the chest, back to center, and then all the way over to the other side, and back to center. Thumbs stay at the heart, we drop the chin down, down, down. And coming back up, and again we look up, lift the chin, and release. Interlace the hands, push the palms up again, have that little stretch through the side body. Separate the hands. Now, if you can remember which way you went, circle the wrists the opposite way. If you can't, just circle them anyway. Nothing bad will happen, I hope. And release. Give those hands a little shake, shake. And then if you have your ball behind you, what I would suggest is you move the ball out from behind you and move your bottom a little further forwards on the chair, so you've got some space behind you as we start to come into some bigger movements. So this time, let's circle the arms all the way up towards the sky, and then bring the hands down to the heart and the chin to the chest. Adding the breath, big breath in as you open up, reaching up, and then drawing down to center. Lovely, one more just like that. You can always bring the arms slightly forwards of the face if you don't want to reach straight up. Adding on, inhale as you reach up. And this time, hands coming to heart. Lovely, reaching the arms up. And then we'll separate the hands, and your right arm is going to reach all the way back behind you, turning the palm away from you as you come into a little twist. So one arm reaching up, other arm reaching back. Reaching both arms back up towards the sky, palms are forwards. And we'll take a cactus with the elbows. Feel those shoulder blades slide down the back. Reaching all the way back up. And drawing the hands down to the heart. Lovely. Adding on, inhaling, reaching up. Hands coming down to heart. Exhale. Reaching up as you inhale. And big breath out as you circle the left arm back this time. And we'll just pause there. Right arm reaching skywards as you pull that left arm back. And then reaching back up to center, palms face forwards, breath in. And breathing out, we take that cactus. Shoulders away from ears, all the way back up. And hands coming to heart. And adding on again, inhale, reaching up. And hands down. Beautiful, reaching up. Breath in. And breathing out, right arm reaches back into that little twist. One movement, one breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale, we take that cactus. This time we're going to reach straight back up. Go ahead and bring the right hand down onto the side of the chair, and the left arm comes over the top into a little side bend. Reaching straight back up as you breathe in, back into that side bend to the right, breathing out. Lovely, one more time. At this next time, as we take that side bend, you can look up under your arm as we pause here. Or maybe you want to take your gaze down towards the floor, whatever feels nicest for your neck. Lovely. Let's come back to center, reaching the arm up. And then bring the left hand over the head, finding your right ear. And we'll gently draw the head over to the left. Try to keep your chin away from your chest there, so we're feeling a nice stretch down the side of the neck. Maybe you just want to relax that right hand down. Or if we want more, we can actively press the palm towards the floor. A little pull on the head, very gentle. And again, if you want to feel more stretch, keep that palm pressing away from you as you reach the arm up and away from you, only as far as feels good. Keep pulling the fingertips back towards the face. Oh, I can feel that one. And then drop the right arm, left hand behind the head. Gently press the head forwards and down, taking the gaze softly towards the floor. So again, a little stretch in the neck, slightly different angle there. Slowly release, bringing the head back up and releasing the arms. Give those shoulders a little shimmy if you need to. Oh, I can feel that one. Other sides. Inhale, reaching up. You remember where we're going? Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Lovely. Inhaling up. This time left arm. Breath out as you reach the arm all the way back, turning the palm away. Lovely. Reaching back up. Arms face forwards. Breathing in. And breathing out, we take that little cactus. Lovely. Reaching up. This time left hand comes down. Right arm over the top into that lovely side bend. And coming back up to the ceiling, inhale with that right arm and over the top. And again, reaching up, maybe coming over a little deeper. Last time. So this next time, I'm going to hold in that side bend, reaching the arm. Again, you can look up onto the armpit or down towards the floor, whatever feels best for you. And then we'll push up to center. Bringing the right hand over the head, finding the ear, and this time we have that gentle pull of the head over to the right. So we're feeling a stretch of the opposite side of the neck. Try to lift your chin away from your chest there. And again, you can keep the left hand nice and gentle, or again, we can push, push, push down through the palm. So you're pressing it into a flat surface beneath your hand, or maybe you want to raise the arm up and away. One side might feel slightly different to the other. Again, like I say, we're exploring where we might hold those little pockets of tension this morning. And then release the hand, that left hand down. Right hand comes behind the head, and we very gently push the head forwards and down. And release. Lovely. Oh, hopefully that's released any tension in the neck and the shoulders. Let's start to bring the movement into the spine now. I'm going to pull the arms back and see if you can open the chest, maybe even arch the back a little bit as you inhale. Exhale, give yourself a hug, right arm over left arm, and we round the spine. Inhale, open the arms out nice and wide. Again, maybe that little arching of the chest. Left arm over right arm. Take that big hug. Inhale, arms draw back. Chest opens, right arm over left arm. We're going to pause here. So you slide those fingertips behind you and keep the arms where they are as you lift the chest. Try and drop those shoulders away from the ears. Whole body twists to the right and back to center. Whole body twist to left. Keep those hips and knees pointing forwards as we do that one more time. So whole body moves right and whole body moves left. Coming all the way back to center, let's open the arms. So you had your right arm on top. This time left arm over right arm. Give yourself that big hug, rounding down through the spine. Again, keep the arms where they are, drop the shoulders. So if you can't bring the hands quite so far behind you, just bring the hands onto your forearms or onto your shoulders. You decide. Drop the shoulders, we'll twist to the left, back to center, twist to the right. Let's do one more each way. So you're turning, turning, turning through the whole body, getting that nice rinsing out through the spine. Core beginning to wake up. Coming back to center. At this time, we'll reach the arms back and see if you can take hold of the side of the chair behind you or just underneath the chair. Loop the shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe round the spine, maybe arch the back a little bit more. And now rounding the spine, we'll bring the fingertips to touch in front, like you're hugging a big tree, navel to spine. So inhale, open the arms back, take the sides of the chair or hold underneath as we arch, and then round, 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 fingertips touch. Let's do that twice more. So feel that lovely undulation through the spine, up and down as you move gently back and forth. Last time, open the chest. And then bring the fingertips to touch. We'll round the spine, keep the fingertips touching. And again, we'll just lift up nice and tall. We're going to take a twist to the right. Hips and knees stay facing forwards, back to center. And then twist to left. Let's do one more each way. So again, feeling that lovely movement through the midsection. Let's do one more over to the left. Come all the way back to center. Open the arms out nice and wide. And then float them down. We're going to take the feet a little bit wider apart, heels in, toes pointing out to the side there. Just realized I've cut my toes off. So you've got your toes pointing out to the side, hands on the thighs, coming into our cat and our cow. So hopefully we've loosened up a little bit through the spine. So as you inhale, hands pull up towards you, we arch the back. Exhale, rounding, maybe hands to knees, or coming all the way down towards your shins. And then inhale, we lift up, sliding the hands up the legs. And then sliding down, down, down. Again, just finding that place that works for you. Let's do that a couple more times. Reaching up. And then coming all the way down. One more time. And again, sliding the hands down as low as feels right for you. And then coming all the way back up through the center. Now I'm going to keep my feet hip width apart, but any hip or knee issues, you can always work with your feet hip distance apart. You decide what feels good for your body today. I'm going to keep my legs a little further apart there. Okay. I'm going to keep that left hand where it is. Okay. Just the right hand's going to move. Now just listen to your back here. So right hand is either going to come across the body to opposite knee, or maybe you can come down towards opposite shin or ankle. And we'll come all the way back up. So same thing, we're coming down, 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 and all the way back up. And then one more, we're coming down, and then back up. Same arm, now we're coming across the chest, you're pushing the palm away. And now draw the elbow back. So we push, and then we draw back. So we're getting a nice stretch in the back of the shoulder. We push and all the way back. And this time we come over the top of the head. So we're leaning into that left hand. And again, we're drawing the elbow down. Let's do one more with that right arm moving. And then go ahead and bring the hand onto the opposite thigh. So this time we're going to move the left hand. So again, you decide back, core, how low you want to come. Left hand to opposite knee, or we come down a little bit lower. And then we come back. So we come down, 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 reaching as far down as feels good. So you can use that that right hand to push away. Okay, are we ready? We're going to come across the body. So you're going to push, push, push through the palm and then draw the elbow back. So we push away and then draw the elbow back and push away. This time we're coming over the top. So we're coming into that lovely side bend and then bending the elbow down. We're coming over the top of the head and back and down. Let's do that one more time. Lovely. And hand coming down. So we're going to alternate the arms. So we're going to move a little bit faster. Right hand is going to start. We come down and then back up. We come across. Pull the elbow back, we come over and hand to thigh. We come down, opposite hand. We push all the way across and we come all the way up and hand to thigh. And again, right hand moving. So you can make that movement as big or as refined as you wish. Taking that spine through all of its range of movement. We're twisting, we're getting that lovely lateral stretch. We're taking it into that forward fold. Can we do one more round, team? Of course we can, Helen. With the right arm. Building up a little bit of heat in the body as well. Over the top. Well, it's going to rain over the bank holiday, so we need to create a little bit of inner warmth, don't we? Left hand, last time. And pushing away. And then coming over the top and release. Lovely. If you had your legs a little bit wider apart, let's bring those feet back underneath you. Now hold underneath your right leg. Just lift the foot up off the floor and start to circle off your ankle. Yes, you feel some nice movement in the ankle. So you can see my foot there. And then we'll change direction. So we're getting that lovely movement into the ankle joint. And then bring the foot down to the floor. Pick up the left leg, catch hold. We'll take those little circles with the ankle. Try and get the movement into your ankle rather than your knee. And then we'll circle all the way around the opposite way. Lovely. And then coming all the way back through the center. Brilliant. Let's swing our legs to the right side of the chair there. So you're sitting side saddle. Now you can keep both feet pointing forwards, or go ahead and drape your right arm over the back of the chair for stability, because I don't want anyone falling off. And this left leg, just slide back behind you, so we're opening up through the front of the hip. How far back you wiggle the foot, entirely up to you. Okay, see what feels good for your knee and your hip. So this left arm, reach all the way up over the head. We take a lean over the top of the head, and I bend the elbow, and we bring the elbow down towards your left waist. So we're stretching and lengthening over the top of the head. And then we're contracting as you bring the elbow down to the waist. Let's do that one more time. So you're reaching up and over, hopefully feeling a nice stretch in the hip. And then we're coming down. Beautiful, reaching the arm up. And then reach that left arm straight in front of you. Arm stays straight, you open the arm out to the side. And as far back behind you as you can, as you stretch the shoulder and the chest, take a big circle over the top of the head. And back to the front. So we inhale as you open the arm, maybe look back. And then exhale as you take that circle. Let's do that one more time. Big open. And then a circle over the top, catching hold of that left thigh and just sliding both feet underneath you. Okay, arms over the chest. It really doesn't matter which way you've crossed your arms. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Now keep the back nice and straight as you start to lean back a little ways. So I'm not rounding or slumping. I'm starting to work the core. And then we come all the way back up. So you take a little lean back nice and tall, core engaged, and coming back. Let's do that one more time. So you take a little lean and come forward. So maybe that's enough. Or you can reach both arms in front of you. We do the same thing. You take a little rock back, and then we come back upright. We rock back. So you're looking forwards rather than flicking the head back. Let's do that one more time. Beautiful. Lower the hands. Swish those feet round to face me. Okay, now before we do the other side, hands can stay holding the chair, or you can reach the fingertips down towards the floor. You decide. Either you lift your right heel off the floor, or if we want more, we lift the knee to the chest, and then we lower down. Same thing with the left. Heel or knee lifted, and then lower down. So we inhale as we lift, and exhale as we lower. If you need more support today, team, you just hold underneath the chair. If not, fingertips are reaching down. Now, if you want more, a little bit of coordination, opposite arm lifts. How high is up to you? And then lower down. So maybe you're just reaching the arm forwards today, or we're reaching all the way up. Try to bring your knee to your chest rather than your chest to your knee. Let's do one more with the right knee, and then one more with the left knee. Lowering those hands down. Option one, straighten the leg. We tap the right heel to the floor, and then come back, and then tap the left heel. If you want more, we're going to lift the straight leg up, and then lower down, and then extend the leg and lift, and lower down. So again, you can hold onto the chair, or like me, you can lengthen your fingertips to the floor. You want more? Opposite arm to leg. Now it's going to be harder now because that leg is straight. That's going to be harder to lift, heavier to lift. So again, you decide whether you want to just keep the arms nice and quiet today. Let's do one more with the right leg, and then one more with the left leg. I hope you're going to remember that, team. We're going to swish the legs over to the left this time. So again, you decide, maybe this leg feels different, maybe this hip is different, so you can work with the feet underneath you, or I'm going to drape that left arm over the back of the chair, and I'm going to slide that right knee underneath me. Now I see the further the leg drops back, the more space I've got in the hip. So again, you decide what feels right for you today. So we're going to open up through this side of the body now. So now it's that right arm reaches up and we take that side bend over the top. Now we bend that right elbow, elbow comes down towards waist. Don't fall off the chair, hang on there, reaching over the top of the head. I'm not there to help you. And then bring the elbow down. Let's do that a couple more times. So you're reaching over the top. And then we contract the waist. One more time. Lovely. Let's reach the arm up and now straight in front of you, ready for that nice chest stretch. So as we inhale, we reach back behind you, maybe looking back, and then a big circle up and over. So we reach back behind you and then over the top. Lovely. Let's do that one more time. So how far you go depends on the shoulder. Let's come all the way back. And then taking hold of that right thigh, let's scoop it forwards so you've got both feet underneath you. So arms over the chest, sitting up nice and tall. We take that little lean back, spine nice and long, and back to center. So chin stays tucked in. We take that little lean back. If we want more, arms straight in front of you. Try not to round the back or drop the head back. If you're feeling super strong today, we're reaching the arms up as you rock back and then reaching forwards. So we reach back, reach up and lean back and then lower the arms a little ways. Let's do that twice more. So the higher we've got those arms, the more we're asking of our core strength. Let's come all the way back. Lower the arms, swish those legs around one last time to face me. Okay, so option one, hands hold the chair. We lift the knee and round the spine, bringing your forehead towards your knee. And then we release, and then we swap sides. Rounding down and coming back up. If neck and shoulders are okay, we can interlace the hands and bring the hands behind the head. We're not pushing the head down. We want those elbows nice and broad and the chest lifted. Okay, I'm going to lift the right knee and straighten the leg, just like we did before. As you bend the knee, we'll round the spine, elbows coming to knee, and then straighten the leg. Breath in, breathing out, we round. Can you get those elbows towards the knee? Twice more. Lift and open the chest, and then round on in. Last time. Let's keep the leg extended, elbows wide, lift the chest. Option, reach the arms up, lift a little taller. Keep breathing. And then drop everything back down. Woo! So again, the higher we've got those arms, the more we're asking of our core and our back. So let's try the other side. Again, you can hold the chair, round on in, or again, hands behind the head. Head nice and lifted, elbows nice and broad. We're going to lift the left knee and extend the leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, elbows coming down. And extend. Inhale, chest broad. Exhale, we round. A couple more times. Lifting. And then rounding in. Anyone bring the elbows to their knee? Let's do that one more time. And then keeping the leg extended, maybe reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. And release. Lovely. Bringing the hands onto the hips. Let's just loosen everything off as we come over to the right, all the way forwards and then over to the left. So just take a little circle through the hips there, loosening everything off. Hope you feel you've worked a little bit this morning, worked into the core, worked the back a little ways, and then just change direction. So it really doesn't matter how big or how small you're making those movements. Just feel that you can just loosen off into the hips. All the way back up through the center. I'm going to extend your right leg in front of you. You want the heel on the floor and the toes pulled up towards the face. We really want to try and get that right leg as straight as you can. You don't want the knee bent. We're encouraging that hamstring to stretch and lengthen, and it can be a muscle that can get quite tight and sore with lots of us. So let's give it a good old stretch. Reaching both arms up. Let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, you're coming down over that right leg and then all the way back up, arms open nice and wide, and then all the way back down, reaching towards your toes. Let's do that one more time. Now this next time, go ahead and bring your hands down somewhere onto that right leg. Might be above the knee, might be below the knee. Some of you might even be able to take hold of your toes and pull the toes towards the face. And just feel a nice stretch all the way down the back of that right leg. We'll all feel very different in our hamstrings. Some of us have tighter hamstrings, but when our hamstrings are very tight, can sometimes lead to all sorts of problems in our back, not just in our leg. So really important that we stretch this very big and strong muscle out. Go ahead and bring both hands onto that left thigh. Now that right foot, we're going to flatten and bring the toes down towards the floor. And take a little lean forward. You're trying to press, particularly the big toe edge of that foot in towards the floor. We're not rolling the foot out towards the little toe and twisting the ankle. So it's time the front of the ankle, front of the shin, getting a little stretch. Let's come all the way back up. Now, either bringing both feet back underneath you, or if hips and knees are okay, we're going to cross right leg over left leg. Left hand comes onto the outside of that leg, and we gently pull the body round to the right. Maybe you stay there, or you can reach the right arm back behind you. Turning the palm away from you, the thumb up towards the ceiling as you gaze over that back arm. It's tempting to slump back here, so think about pushing your chest forwards. Lovely. Slowly release. We come all the way back through center, uncross the legs, give them a little shake, and then we'll swap sides. So left leg, heel on the floor, toes pulled towards your face to start with. So we want a nice straight leg. So have a little walk forwards on your chair if you need to. Sweeping the arms up, breath in. We come down over into that forward fold. Twice more, reaching the arms up and all the way down. Lovely. This next time we'll reach up and then bringing the hands above or below the knee, or again, some of you might be able to reach your toes. And tug of the toes back towards the face as you deepen that stretch in the back of the leg. And bring the hands onto the opposite knee. And this time we flatten the foot in towards the floor. So you're pressing again through the big toe edge of the foot, so the ankle stays nice and stable. And then coming all the way back up, either bending both knees, the feet underneath you, or this time left leg crosses above the right leg. Right hand gently pulls the body round to the left this time, and you can reach that left arm all the way back behind you if it feels good. Again, just to stretch the chest. Slowly, slowly release, coming all the way back through the center, separating those feet. If you've got the ball and you wish to use it to keep the chest nice and lifted, go ahead and pop it behind you as you bring your hands down onto your thighs, all palms upwards in your lap, whatever works for you. Let's drop the chin down. And again, where we started, just make a little roll of the head from side to side. Just noticing how the body feels after that movement this morning. And gently slowing that movement down until the head finally lands, just dropping down towards the chest. And taking that nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, relax the shoulders. Feel that releasing, just traveling up the neck. Relaxing the jaw, so making sure that your teeth aren't clenched. Just feel that release, softening. Imagine the space between your eyebrows and deepening. So you relax across your brow, whole upper body, just feeling relaxed and at ease. Allow that feeling of softness to trickle down your arms, all the way down into your fingers, down the spine, relaxing into the hips, relaxing any holding in the belly. We can do that. We can really kind of pull our navel in towards our spine, making it hard to take those lovely deep belly breaths. So just relax the belly. No gripping in the buttocks or the thighs. All the way down the legs, into the feet, and the toes release, soles of the feet spreading into the earth beneath you. And take a moment now to find that little pocket of peace, a moment of quietude. You with your thoughts, you with your breath, you with that inner world, before we get pulled back into the busyness of whatever we might be doing the rest of the day, the week and the weekend, relishing those moments to ourselves. As we head forwards into this weekend, let me leave you with these words, and maybe something resonates with you that you can carry forwards. You don't have to escape your life to find peace. You just need to create small pockets of presence within it. A deep breath before you speak. A few minutes with no screens. A walk where you pay attention to what's around you. These little things help you return to yourself. They give your mind a context and framework upon which everything else begins to organize itself, transforming chaos into clarity. So as you bring the hands together at your heart space, dropping your chin finally down towards your chest, knowing that whatever busyness lies ahead of you this weekend, we can find those moments of quietude, carving out those little pockets of peace. Maybe just to take a few deep breaths, to step outside in nature, feel the hopefully warmth of the sun on your face. Let's carry that sense of peace forwards into the weekend as you take a big circle of the arms all the way out and up, and bringing that peace down to your heart. And namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Lovely to see you. Enjoy the recording, those of you who are going to practice later. Let me know what you think, and hopefully see you the same time next week. Take care, team. Bye.